Hi guys, it's Krystal. This week we're celebrating Banned Book Week over here on Bookshelf Banter, and today is my day to talk about some of the books on the list. I guess celebrating is not really the word, but for lack of a better one. Okay, I've read quite a few of the books both on the contemporary and classics list. Mostly the classic ones were required reading in high school, like Lord of the Flies, Anne Frank, Huckleberry Finn, things like that. And my favorite book of all time is actually on the list, and that's J.D. Salinger's The Catcher in the Rye. I don't really understand why. I don't understand why any book is banned, but I guess that one would be language. I don't get it, but some of the ones I don't really get at all being on here are things like Alice in Wonderland. That's a children's book, and I haven't actually read the book in forever. I'm really familiar with the story, but most of the adaptations I see are film, versions. So I don't remember what in there could be questionable material. Is there language? Is it just because the magical elements maybe people get up in arms about? I don't know. And the Narnia books, I don't get that either, because I remember those were, one of the most popular books read to us in elementary school by our teachers, and then we would read them later in elementary school, and I don't get it why that would be banned. And something that really makes me kind of angry that's banned is The Diary of Anne Frank. That's such an important historical document. And I think it's, the most widely published book after the Bible, isn't it? Something like that. It's, up there at the top. And it's just such an important piece of history. I don't get why anyone would ban that book. It should always be taught and always be read. It's something that shouldn't ever be lost. So I don't really get that one. That one's the most upsetting, I guess, that somebody would try to ban. But, really all of them. I don't think you should ban any book. But that's why it's kind of interesting, though, to see which books people, find fault with or find offense with. I was talking to my friend Andrew, Pewter Wolf, and he said he basically laughing at our banned book list, and I guess I hadn't really thought about it. These are American banned books, so I'm kind of curious what other countries have banned book lists and what is actually on them, because some of the newer stuff on these lists are, the House of Night series, Twilight. So I'm kind of curious about other countries, if anyone knows. If anybody else has a list, I'd like to read them. But I also want to challenge myself, I guess, to read more of these books. There's a lot of classics. I've always told myself there's so many classics I need to read I never got to. I don't know if that'll ever happen, but there's certain contemporary novels I really want to read. A couple of them on here by John Green. And everybody goes on and on about him and what a great author he is. And I have a couple of his books, but I definitely want to read Looking for Alaska. And so I might challenge myself to read that this week in honor of Banned Book Week. So what do you think? What are your favorite books on the list?